Welcome to Court Case. I am your Judge Jaydee, and this week I'm feeling brave. And I want us to look ahead to the Western Conference Finals. But when I think that far ahead, I don't see Luka or Jokic there, despite their individual brilliance and leading their respective squads. I don't see the Jazz there, because despite them leading the conference last year, we already know how this one will play out. And probably more surprising, I don't see either team from LA there. The best two teams in the NBA right now are starting to separate themselves from the rest of the pack. And it's going to lead to one outcome. I'm getting myself ready because we either go into Phoenix or the Bay Area for the NBA Finals, because those two teams, in terms of the Suns and the Warriors, will be squaring off in the Western Conference Finals. So now court is in session. I can turn around and say this with chest. We're 6 weeks into this now. We turned around and had enough time to look at every team, assess where they're going. And I feel like the statement I made today in court, Mo, is a strong one, because the Western Conference is really only separated by two teams, and they are really leading the pack quite comfortably.
Well, JD, in the last 25 seasons prior to this one, 24 teams have won their first 17 games out of their first 20 to start the year. 2 of them have done it this year, the Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns. 11 of those 24 teams I mentioned would go on to the NBA Finals. So statistically speaking, you're looking at one of these two teams going through. But what I will say is there is still a lot of basketball left to be played. You're looking at the Golden State Warriors. They've got to reintegrate Klay Thompson, James Wiseman, and Stephen Curry, as great as he is right now in MVP form, he's never been the healthiest player in the NBA. You can't count your eggs before they hatch, in a sense. Same with the Phoenix Suns. Chris Paul's getting up there in the years. You don't know how they're going to be looking towards the end of the season as well. Also, there's some guys in LA who might figure it out. I'm not saying they will, but when you have LeBron James on your team, you're capable of winning any game on any day. But I will say this. Right now, I do agree with your statement. These two teams are clearly the two best teams in the NBA right now. Phoenix on a ridiculous winning streak. Golden State playing insane levels of defense. And my real question is, who's going to win out of these two?
Oh, Ovie Soko, did you hear that statement coming out of Mooncey's mouth? He turned around and said, these two teams are the best two teams in the NBA.
Aside from
and
Boston Celtics.
He was referencing your team. So I know you got Steve Nash over your left shoulder, but I need to know how you feel about this statement in court today.
Look, I'm trying to stay humble right now. I'm trying to stay humble. Hey, honestly, I'm trying to remain humble, you know, because to hear Mo utter those words that he was just saying, you can't imagine how much it means to me. Sorry, but all my emotions aside, the statement definitely holds weight. I think not the Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors are absolutely thriving in that small ball style of play that I think has taken over the NBA now. However, you know, my only thing when it comes down to who's better is I feel like Phoenix Suns have a deeper bench. You know, they've got a bench that is coming along, that is growing. They've got a very, very solid second unit. JaVale McGee, he's been absolutely amazing for the guys. Cameron Payne, I think he gives the Suns a different pace and a different look. He allows us to get up and down a lot more. Defensively, we're absolutely great.
I look at it this way, BJ. We could talk about Devin Booker and how brilliant he's been through the month of November. We could also talk about Steph Curry and how he's making his own claim and breaking his own record all the time. It seems like he is in a league of his own at this moment in time. But fundamentally, it's the best two defensive teams in basketball. And that's what this comes down to. It comes down to I'm watching the game on both ends of the court. And these two teams know how to lock the opposition down. That's why I think they're a lock. But what do you think?
Well, I think the Suns and Warriors right now, for everything that they're doing on the offensive end, JD, like you alluded to, that is correct. They have terrific offensive play from their prospective leaders, talking about Devin Booker and Steph Curry. However, defensively, both of these teams are excellent on that side of the ball. The Golden State Warriors, if I believe, they are the number one defensive team currently now in the NBA. The Phoenix Suns, however, do it in a different way with their bigs, and they can really rim protect, and they really commit to that side of the ball. Both of these teams are well coached. They have veteran players, and I think right now, both teams, they are a lock to get to the Western Conference Finals. And I think these teams right now are showing the ability that they're playing championship caliber basketball. And if that were to happen, I think, guys, we would be in for a treat. I know who Ovie would be rooting for, but you know what? I think the basketball community would really be. This would be a very entertaining series, and it would be unfortunate that they can't meet in the NBA Finals because right now both of those teams are, to me, are playing the highest level of basketball, and it's unfortunate that both of them are in the same Western Conference.
Yo, listen, I'm so it's not even December yet, and I'm already excited because if this does become the Western Conference Finals, the winner of this will go and play against Milwaukee or Brooklyn or listen, I can't wait,
Passport ready,
bro. Already.
Passport ready.
Already.
I mean, I ain't gonna complain. AZ or California, I'm not gonna complain.
I've already picked up my meal on the plane. Give me the halal option. British Airways, halal option, please. We're ready. Go in. BJ will be there soon.
Ovie, shout me out. Tell me what you're thinking. At this moment in time, how are you breaking this down? You don't seem like there's any confusion. You sound like you wanted to say something, though.
Oh, no. I just wanted to ask BJ, who's winning this matchup? I mean, these guys are matching up this week, but who wins that matchup?
And
who
is
you
it
got?
important as well, BJ? Is it important? In this, you know when you're up against a contender, is it important?
Just before just one thing I will say is it depends on how Klay Thompson comes back for me. I couldn't answer that, but
yeah, you tell me, BJ, look, when you have these two meeting up, and they're going to meet up a few times this year, but when you have them meeting up and knowing that they're the best two teams in basketball, it isn't just a measuring stick at this moment in time. Are you feeling each other out for real?
Well, I'm going to say this. You know, it's two things that you need to win a championship. You need talent, obviously, and you need depth. Right now, the depth of the Phoenix Suns, to me, is better than the depth of the Golden State Warriors. As we start getting into game 5, 6, and 7, we know what Steph Curry is going to do. We know what Devin Booker is going to do. But I think the depth of the Suns should be the overwhelming deciding factor to why the Suns, I think, would overcome this. But I think it would be terrific. Look, I'm not counting out Steph Curry. I'm not counting out the heart of a champion because the Golden State Warriors, they've done it. But I think this Phoenix Suns team, they are ready to win a championship. They've been there. They've got a little taste. They were up 2-0, guys. And now they know how things can turn in a series. And I think the Phoenix Suns would overtake the Golden State Warriors if it got to the Western Conference Finals. But guys, you guys will be at my house. We'll all be there. You're staying with me, and we're going to watch this game. We're going to the game there to watch this because I think it would be a great series.
Ooh. I'm going to lock that in right now before anything else because all I heard was time in California. Yeah, that's all I heard coming through my head. And
I got the wings for you, JD. I'm bringing in the wings from the ATL. I'm bringing in the wings.
Right, look, court has been amazing today. See right there? And that's a lock. And I want that put in right there and there because what I'm seeing right now is there's a general consensus here on the Heat Check that the Western Conference Finals will be between the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors.